Hello, fellow DVD, Blu-ray, and VHS collectors. Um, it's Halloween season, so I ended up getting another big DVD update here. Oh, and the first DVD set I got is Roger Corman's quadruple feature of Vampires, Mummies, and Monsters. Lady Frankenstein, Velvet Vampires, two erotic 70s horror films, and Time Walker and Grotesque 80s, genre films. Very enjoyable set. Lady Frankenstein, for the first time ever, you get the uncut Euro version of it. So very excellent set I got there. Picked up Code Red's releasing of the 1969 drive-in classic, The Witchmaker. Oh, I got Scorpion releasings, release of the campy Rosemary's Baby, It's Alive ripoff, The Devil Within Her with Joan Collins and Donald Pleasance, and of course my favorite, Caroline Munro, one of my biggest crushes. That's definite for films. Got Scorpion release of Final Exam. I used to own the BCI Eclipse release of this. When I heard Scorpion was going to re-release it, I quickly sold it and got good money for it and just turned around and took a little of that money and rebought it. Got a quadruple feature here. I bought this quadruple feature mostly for Slaughter High from the makers of Pieces and the Exorcist spoof Repossessed. I already own Silent Night, Deadly Night 3. My best friend is a vampire. I've never seen it, but I mostly bought it for Slaughter High and Repossessed. Got Hellraiser 9 Revelations, like expected. Horrible, horrible film, but again, I'm a franchise horror. Got to collect every entry in the series. In my humble opinion, by far the worst entry in the series. Of all the long-dead franchises getting recent sequels, I never thought I'd see another Howling film. The Howling 8, the 8th film in the series. Considering how bad Howling 7 was, who the hell thought this would come along? I figured they'd remake The Howling before making another sequel. I watched about half of this last night, and it's not like you expect. It's got polished production values. The plot's a little too much Twilight for my taste, definitely, but not as bad as I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. Oh, let's see. Picked up Wrong Turn 4, Bloody Beginnings, prequel to the series. I wasn't a fan of Wrong Turn 3 at all, so I'm not expecting much out of that. Picked up this triple feature for real cheap of crappy newer Full Moon films, Dangerous, Worry Dolls, Demonic Toys 2, and Doll Graveyard. I got this set only for Demonic Toys 2, which of course wasn't that great, but I doubt I'll get to watching the other two films anytime soon. I'm not a fan of a lot of newer horror movies. There's just loads and loads of crap out there today. My brother, he is, so he gives me the heads up on which modern horror films are worth watching, and he highly recommended Adams Green's Hatchet film. So I got Hatchet. Really did enjoy this one, and his enjoyable sequel, Hatchet 2. Also picked up Adams Green's Frozen, which I did like that movie. Recommendations from my brother, Laid to Rest. Not a great film, but really bloody, really violent. And he was really super nice enough to give me the sequel to it. Chrome Skull, Laid to Rest 2. Haven't watched this one yet. Picked up Crowley. I first heard about this when it was released in Britain as Chemical Wedding. Iron Maiden is my all-time favorite band, and the lead singer of Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson, wrote this film. So I found it in a $5 bin at some store and bought it, and yeah, it's not that good. Definitely he should stick to songwriting. These are some pawn shop purchases. H.B. Halicki's classic chase film Gone in 60 Seconds, the original. H.B. Halicki's Junkman, and then this sort of a double feature of Deadline Theft Auto and the unfinished film Gone in 60 Seconds 2. Deadline Theft Auto, this is the third in the Gone in 60 Seconds trilogy. Yeah, bullshit. The Junkman isn't a sequel, and all Deadline Theft Auto is it's stock footage of both Gone in 60 Seconds and the Junkman, so it's a hunk of crap. It is interesting to see the unfinished film Gone in 60 Seconds 2, which H.B. Halicki died on while making, so it was worth a couple bucks just to see that. Had a friend of mine give me Redneck Zombies. I really despise trauma films, and I can somewhat stand the Toxic Avenger, but other than that, I pretty much steer clear of trauma. This was given to me for free, so I can't complain, but it's a as the cinema snob puts it, a shot on shitty. Oh yes, it was shot on videotape, so it was a really shitty look. I've never seen it. I don't plan on watching it for a while, but I'm sure I won't like it that much. Picked up some J horror films. Got the original Shudder, which is I've never seen, but I have seen the American remake, and that was horrible. But I'm sure this is much better. And of course, the original J horror film Pulse. And my brother was again super nice enough to give me a couple Shaw Brothers releases of The Executioners from Shaolin and Golden Swallow, sequel to Don't Come Drink With Me. I've been falling behind on my Dragon Dynasty releases of the Shaw Brothers films, so got a lot of catching up on those. And finally, I picked up one of my missing films in my Brian De Palma collection, Blowout with John Travolta and Nancy Allen. That's a classic thriller. So, all right, and that's my DVD update for now.